Hello! I'm back. It's just me today. Wait a minute. That's not... There, now the chat is working. Good. Mike isn't here. He's off for a little while. And I thought I would continue on Azshara that we did a couple of weeks ago. I wanted to continue on this one, but never really got around to it, so it's a good time for today for that. So let's do that. There were a couple of things I kind of want to change. The eyes for one. Guess what? Made them too big. The extra eyes on top of her, let's say, crown. They're a little bit too wide. They should be more inward. Tentacles on her head are too bulgy. There needs to be a fin over here. I think I want to splay down those tentacles as well, so it's a little bit wider. And those fin ears things that I've made are the wrong way around. I think the bottom one should be a lot shorter, so you get more of an ear shaped and still a fin, right? And yeah, let's see why I turned out. How it turns out. And what else I will do today on this sculpt. So first, kind of smoosh these around and do that. Oh yeah, I want to merge everything together because now it's just a bit of a mess, and because I didn't commit to merging everything, but I think I should do that. Oh, what's this? Ah, of course. Upright. There. All right. That already helps a lot. That's oh, by the way, that would be nice, right? Just tell the people on our nice Discord channel that I'm actually live. I moved, man. There we go. Finally did it. And those eyes are a bit big, aren't they? So just tweak them a little bit, not too much. Not scare myself with the big changes. Oh no! I think that already helps. And I wanted to have this one over here, right? That one should be smaller. Nope, that one. Yes. Okay, a bit more in that direction. Do I like this? What does my reference say? Bit more like that. Yeah, probably. And I still kind of want to have that flow a little bit more. Kind of blends into the face, gets in the has that same directionality. I think that's a word, right? And there's a little one on top that we have over there. I think we can remove that. I don't think I need that. That as well. This little piece is a bit of a mess, that little fin in the middle. Maybe I should just remake that. Yeah, let me just remesh this. Not too sure about all of this. But yeah. Yeah, a nice quiet evening today. It feels weird. I'm doing something wrong. Not necessarily know what. Maybe I should make that top one even wider. Let's do that. Clean that shape up a bit and push that a bit more back. And then I should do something else. You're futzing around with it for a little bit too long. Alright, let's do those these eyes over here. I feel like those should be positioned a bit more here-ish. Maybe even more further in. Let's use a different alpha for that. It's a bit more soft. Let's reduce the brow a little bit. I think we can still keep this as one piece, but not as prominent as I had before. Hello, hello. By the way, how many hours do you usually spend a day on sculpting? Not all that much. I'm doing fine, by the way. Usually because my work doesn't involve sculpting. I don't. I just do this as a hobby these days. I have in the past quite a lot, just for making props in the game industry. It's a while ago now, but usually I spend about 3 hours, 2 days a week. It's not that much anymore. Well, thank you. Well, thank you. It's this is a piece I'm continuing to work on. Usually I am with a friend of mine, Mike. The both of us will be working on the same thing, and most of the time. And this one is what we did. Is one, and I did this one, but it's the one that we did a couple of weeks ago, and it was like in 2.5 hours or something like that. It's for about this. I just started doodling with it again just a couple of minutes ago. So yeah, I just wanted to work on it again. Mike isn't here for a couple of weeks now. He's getting married, so it's very important. And yeah, just me, can do whatever I want. So I'm working on this one. It was quite fun. What are you making? I feel like you're wearing chemistry class. Like, I'm just doing art. Yeah, these are my own glasses to see all you guys properly. I just need these. Yes. Oop, it's extra angry. Don't need that. But yeah, I kind of want to work on this when we finish this one, and we didn't. So oh, that he isn't here. I can do whatever I want. Oh well, thank you. Have a nice sleep, and maybe I'll see you another time. I will be here on Tuesday and Thursday around the same time, so just to know. Have a nice sleep, and see you again next time. Hello, Rashael, right? Yeah. Oh, thank you. It's yeah, maybe you already heard. It's a sculpt that I did a couple of weeks ago. There was a speed sculpt of 2.5 hours, and yeah, I got to it to a point where I kind of wanted to keep working on it, but you know, I need to do this this sleep thing. It's very odd and unfortunate, but. And I didn't get around to it anymore, so today I will be continuing to work on this. So yeah, she needs those fins in the middle of these tendrils. It's kind of like a crown, but also kind of like a creature that sits in there. On there is her head, kind of merged with it. Where is my curve? There. Yes. And do that. And then we do this. And do that. No, we can't do that. No, of course not. Let's do that now. Yeah, that's good enough. It's a drag, isn't it? It's very unfortunate. But, you know, it somehow keeps you going as well. So, Let's see. Let's just push this in somewhat decent space. Yeah, kind of smooth that down as well. Make it a bit more thin. Yeah, that's a bit more of a triangle shape. What does the reference say? It is a little bit like a triangle shape, but it's also a bit more rounded. So let's kind of like do that. Kind of look at it. Maybe if I do this or do that. If it goes down, it makes a little bit more sense, right? But I don't like it. Not sure if I like it. What if I just do the other way around, where it's more like that? It has the things on it, so it kind of very roughly puts in some some lines. It's not my day today, isn't it? I don't know if I like it. No. Maybe I should pull it up a bit more. It's a bit swept back. Some of the reference images that I have of this character, it's very much pointed upward, and other ones just pointed back. It looks like a little creature that's on there, so it you know, it could be alive, right? It could. Let me just play with that a bit. Let me just turn off that real quick. Yeah. Do make it a little bit more swept back. And now pick this one. Smoosh that into place. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Alright, let's remove that part from the tentacles that we have. Let me also just retopologize it, because this is a mess to work on. Yeah, we can go lower. Good enough. I did say that I wanted to merge everything over here, right? So let's just do that. Yeah, delete lower. Then we just do a quick remesh by union. Okay. Forehead is a little bit of a mess. Oh, what's happening there? Okay, let's not do a remesh by union. Let me just do a dynamesh. There. Mask that part, so we can add those together as well. That's fine, that's fine. Just make this piece as well. Just clean everything up a bit. Good enough. Let me make sure the group's turned on. Symmetry also turned on. And let's see where we end up with this. Ooh. Do it again. Oh, no, wrong button. That is a bit better, but also a little bit worse at the same time. Let me just clean this up a bit more. That's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? These two, yes, that's one. And that's also one. So many subtools. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go over there. Even more further back. There. Make a mark, if I'm allowed to. Hello? Oh, wrong button. It helps if you press the right button. Project history. Oh wait, let me just subdivide that first. Yeah, it's good enough. It's a bit of a mess, but we'll fix it later. These guys though, they need some repositioning. Further in. Mm-hmm. Position of the eyes can go further out now a bit. Mm-hmm. Tendrils that I have. Let me just make sure that they don't are a little bit more wild than what I've got going on right now. A little bit more splayed, I think is the word, right? Spread out. That's at least the word I was looking for. It's, definitely needs a pair more. Hello! Welcome back, my dude. I'm working on Azshara again. I was quite enjoying her when I was sculpting her last time. The mic isn't here, so I was like, well, might as well finish her. Or at least finish her. Work on her a little bit more. I hate my brain sometimes. It's also evenly spaced. I have to try to make it random on demand. That's a tricky one, isn't it? Ah, you finished your freelance project. Nice. What? Bit more time for your next project? Well, it's always time to sculpt, right? Can sculpt a bit more. You have a project still laying around that you like to finish? Or can you start an entire new one from scratch? Or just lays around. Also a good option, but... Ooh, sorry. You've also got a list that only keeps lengthening. Like, oh, I want to do that one, and I want to do that one, and I want to do that one. I've got one of those lists, and it's you know, very inspiring, but also, how do you call it? Troubling a bit. Like, I know I want to finish that, but I just don't have the time to do all of them. Pick a mix and tragedy. You got 2 that you started and maybe 5 or 10 you like to do. Yes, inspiring and depressing at the same time. Well, yeah. If you don't do anything, then you never get better, right? Might as well do something. Come on, I want to do. Yeah, that's what I want, and be a little bit better. At least future you will be a little bit better. Those eyes over here, I think I can redo those, right? Move them around a little bit, and they're a bit funky. Just remove that. I'm also keeping a list of art pieces that I know I liked, and I put it on my list of to-dos. And well, that's nice. They're still separate. Good. And but also a little list like, oh, I have done these. It's a very short list, but it's nice to have there as well. So you can a little bit look back like, oh, I did. And like, oh, I have been doing things. That it's always a good feeling. At uni where you were working, finally found a trophy. Ah. I was meant to get it from your final year at uni. Ah, that's nice. I didn't know you can get trophies there. It's just left if it's in the staff office over a year. Gotta take it home. Nice. What trophy did you win? Best student of the year. Of course, right? Oh, for the game jam. Ah. That's always nice. Yeah, we had a couple of them as well. I don't think I ever participated in one of the school ones, but yeah, I always heard that best overall 3D. Ooh, ooh, that's a good price to have. But yeah, a lot of people really enjoyed working on on them. It's just the sheer chaos and the productivity as well. It's fun. Yeah, we did those at an old studio where I worked, and it was actually also for the studio we were working with, which was this little known studio called how do you pronounce them again? Nintendo, yes. And yeah, the one that would that they would like the most would get funded to be made. Well, we had to make it still, but the studio would get some would get funding to do so, and they would help as well. So we were actually directly working together with the people from Nintendo as well. It was really nice, very intimidating as well at the same time. Yeah, it was. More like that. It should be more flashy. That's definitely something Mike can do a lot better. It's making flashy things. Let's focus on the things that I can do right now. It's making shapes. Just that. That's what I focus on, is making shapes. Bit more of a eye bag or something like that. No, that feels weird. I do kind of need the brows back a bit. There. But having that separate, that I don't like. Maybe I would even bring that nose a bit further out. Make the a little bit less of a pointy nose. Maybe if it's a bit more like that. I think that could work. Be more of a ridge on that nose. Yeah, sure, why not? I think these could get some extra features on there. Some of them have, some of the reference pieces have kind of like scales in that area, or fins, or hard surface thingy-mabobs, and I think those could look nice in that direction. So yeah, let's add something like that in there. Let me just add in a sphere right there. You will become a thingy-mabob. Doesn't know it yet, so I have to do some persuasion. Not sure if I like it, but let's keep continuing. See where this leads me. And they're all the same thickness, so let's widen a couple of those. Also, kind of want to keep it separate again. Instead of just making it jut out, make it work with the shape of her face yet again. Let's turn off topological. Yeah, I think it could work. Let's make them a bit bigger. A bit further back as well. What are the pieces that you wanted to work on? Or that you're still working on? Same as you've posted before. The orc and the elf. Ah, nice. Guess we're looking good. It's always fun to make fantasy characters. I don't know why that is. That it pulls me, but yeah, they're quite fun. Maybe because I don't really feel like I have to take them all too seriously. Kind of play around with them. Especially with orcs. You can just exaggerate all those features, which, you know, I like doing. Exaggerating those cheekbones right now with stuff. It looks a bit odd. Non-fancy is boring. Yeah, it could be, right? It's just, you know, it's a guy with stuff in his face. Okay, cool. Yeah. I get it. I get it. Also, when you play a game, right? And all these races you can play with, like a fantasy game, right? And never go for the human ones. Oh, by the way, you played Oblivion, right? The remake. A lot of riots today, aren't they? But how did you like it? How does it go? I don't like it. It's like a little mouth. It's pretty good. Nice, that's good to hear. Only played about 8 hours so far. Yeah, work tends to do that, doesn't it? I'm happy that I have a nice long weekend this weekend. I'm always off on Friday, and on Monday it's our Liberation Day. So that's off as well. Work asked me yesterday if I enjoyed the Easter holiday, even though you hadn't had a proper day off in 3 weeks. Oh man. You need to watch out for that. I run into the burnout wall a couple of times now, and without knowing. Not necessarily. But yeah, it's something you have to watch out for. I will watch out for myself. So it's yeah, it's not a fun one. You've been working over the weekends to keep up? Well, that does kind of shows them your work that you can do the amount of work even though you can't, right? So they will just keep giving you the same amount of work, if not more. It's not that you shouldn't do anything at work, but you know, just let them know like this is all I can do. I'm sorry, but this is it. It's not a fun thing to show or tell, but yeah, just keep watch over yourself, right? You should keep doing the work. They just keep giving you work as well, and you have to do another weekend and another weekend and another weekend and another weekend and another weekend. That's fine. Let's undo all of that. Didn't like it too much. There's technically no more of this. Good. Good. Yeah, some studios can be quite difficult. Oh, man, I kind of want to put these things in there, but at the same time, I don't feel like I am doing them, giving them a proper time. No, that's not the right word that I... Proper attempt. Yes, let's try to do this. Kind of like that? No. You already got a 4-week extension from them, but it is still a struggle to do in that time. Yeah, sometimes studios or just your client in that case, right? They don't really know how much time is needed for it, and they'll just this needs to be finished, and even though it's silly. I know one of my first places I worked was an internship somewhere. A very small studio, was basically no one there, and he had an idea to make a virtual reality thing for to help people with stage fright. Nice thing, right? But then you need to have a lot of people in the not the studio, on seats, right? You're standing on a podium, a lot of people in front of you. Stage fright happens. And he wanted to have 200 of them, and they did need to be all unique. So I told him, like, yeah, even if I do them, make an entire character, that takes about 2 weeks. Like 1 week for the sculpting and everything like that, and the other week for just texturing, rigging, animating, things like that. Just even some basic animations, right? Yeah, it was silly. And he's like, you know what? I got you. We've got this piece of software. It's from Autodesk Character Creator. I don't know if it still exists. But then you can create your own characters. It's already rigged according to that other intern that we have. And yeah. I was eager, so I did it. I made him 200 characters in about two weeks, I think. Because I made a Mel script, a little script in Maya, like kind of like Python but different, and that added an animation that had from somewhere else, and it put it on there because it was already skinned and everything from the character generator. So you just copy paste the animations on there, and it was little, yeah. It was still took a lot of time, and but yeah, unfortunately, I mean, I did do it. He was happy, which is good. Happy boss is always good, right? But then because he didn't know how much work that actually was, because I did it in 2 weeks, right? He kind of thought I could do magic. So yeah, there were a lot more of those, you know, ridiculous assignments given, and I just couldn't do it because I was already not burned down, but I was running on empty in the first 2 weeks already. So yeah, you need to kind of watch out for things like that. You don't work on the weekends. That's your time. They don't pay you for that time. The better you work, the more work you get. Yes, exactly. You definitely got underpaid a bit for the first project. It is a good learning experience, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Definitely will need some better contracts next time. Yeah, it's, you know, like you said, it's a learning experience. It was your first time in this there, right? So it's yeah, it's fine, right? Just you know, keep a lookout for yourself. Would be a shame if the same thing happens to you as it did to me. Rachel says, setting boundaries can be hard. Yeah, definitely with art with a passion. Yes, definitely. It's very easy to get enthusiastic about something, right? Oh yeah, I can do this. Oh, this kind of looks fun, and I can do that and that. And then you looking at an assignment through rose-colored glasses, right? And which is really fun. Who this? This is Azshara from World of Warcraft. It started on her 2 weeks ago together with Mike's, and Mike isn't here, so I'm continuing on it. But his fiance kidnapped him. Yes, he's going to Brazil for weddings. So you have to do without him for a couple of weeks, unfortunately. But it's just me. I just have to hold fast. I'll do my best to do cool muscles and flashy bits, but I'm not gonna make any promises. But yeah, it's difficult to set boundaries when you're doing a project that you really like, when you get really enthusiastic about. Like, oh yeah, I can do this and can do this in probably, you know, an X amount of minutes. But, you know, usually when you think like, oh, I have to do this in this amount of hours or time, then, you know, double it to be safe. Right? If it's gonna take me 4 hours, it's probably gonna take you 8 hours. Just stuff gonna get in between, things go wrong, that'll be fine. When you're happy about a project though, triple it. You're only seeing the good things instead, and not the problems that you could encounter. And it's good to be enthusiastic about a project. It really is. Yeah. It can also be a little bit tedious. Oh, apologies. It's the lonely bram brush. Yes, well, it's not too lonely. You got you guys, so that's good, right? She's looking good so far. Thank you. I'm futzing around today, but you know, it'll be fine. Oh, that one. Go. Oh, that one, and that one. There. Let's add a little bit more of those details. Yeah, it's way more fun when everyone is involved. Otherwise, I will just be talking to myself. Well, I'm kind of already doing that, but you know, it'll seem a bit more silly than I'm doing right now. Nope, that's too much. You could just keep going with the flow with that one. I think these could be maybe a bit bigger. Just a sec. I usually talk to myself when sculpting if the music is off, and the self critique, yes. Well, you know, if you're talking to yourself, then at least you know that at least one person is listening to you, right? So. It's I usually do that in my head, but yeah, it's a good way. Kind of make like this conversation with a non-existent person, and or your old art lead or whatever. What would they say when they see this thing? And I think, oh, maybe they would say this and this and this, and then that. Okay. Also go for a little bit of a break and going back. It also helps a lot to spot the changes or the difficulties that you had. Like, oh wait, that's why it looks weird. Let's kind of see if we can sort of blend that shape in there. I'll merge that one later properly. I do like the transpose line. I also use the gizmo quite a lot. I use them interchangeably. The scaling I don't really like too much on the line. Just scaling down always feels a bit odd. Scaling up kind of does that sometimes. But yeah, it is nice and flexible. I do like it. Usually just for tweaking and stuff. It's very nice. I don't like this. It's kind of like there's a little mouth there, or you know, gills, which makes sense, but not on our cheeks, right? It's a weird placement. But I've been noodling with those a while, so let's just continue on these tendrils a bit more. I know I want to fix that. It's on my to-do list. That's a bit of a shame. Can't do that. Okay. Auto group that. There. You know, having 3 all the time might get a little bit boring at this point. I think just one big one would do. So let's pick this one, auto group that. That one, that one, that one, that one. Delete. It might be nice to get a rubber ducky to feel a little less crazy. Yes, it does work a lot for programmers. Yeah, and also for art as well. Sometimes you just stuck. It helps a lot with when Mike's here as well. When either of us gets stuck, then come on, mask, and yeah, there we go. We can kind of look at what the other one is doing, and I go, oh wait, of course, that makes sense. That this and this is like that, or the way that the other one is making that little piece is just makes way more sense than what I'm doing. So it's good to cheat sometimes. I like this. Don't like. You only talk to yourself when writing emails. Ah. Yeah, it takes a lot of time for me as well. Just trying to come up with the correct sentence without sounding too blunt. It's tricky. It's a tricky skill. Do I like this, what I'm doing right now? Not sure. Yeah, yes, but no. Or when you do something technical, so you don't forget the steps. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Let's go back to that cheek area again. This bit, that one bit. Do I actually want to have that bit? I think what I'm seeing is just the ear. This is part of the ear. So let's place that there. Rotate it around a bit. Kind of do that in front of it. Let's make that a move topological. Kind of spread those out a bit. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. But those are very uniform. I think you got small, medium, large. I think that would look a bit better. About the rubber ducky, by the way, I remember a little thing that happened with an old colleague. Was a programmer, and he managed to get something, but it was the wrong part. He kind of like a point on a sinus curve, right? He got like that part, but I want to have that point in the other side. Just couldn't figure it out. Like, I kind of approached it and kind of like, but and me being the rubber ducky, right? But if that's a horizontal line, you got that curve, then you already got the same value. I mean, you're on the right side, on the wrong side of it, but it's the same value that you want. Like, oh yeah, of course. Just have someone who sees it from a slightly different perspective than you do. Helps a lot. And another time we got help actually from a programmer. I was making a little script in Maya, and I was just stuck. It was the end of the day. I was tired. You know, I know this and this should happen, but I just couldn't figure it out. I know what I had, but I didn't know the steps that I need to take anymore. So just went to the guy and like, hey, wait, I know you don't know this script language. That's fine, but you do know coding. So I want to have this. I kind of described it. I got that. What is my next step? You're like, well, I would make something that does this and this and this. Like, oh, of course. And I kind of added in, and it works. So it's even though you don't have the exact experience for the problem, you might have enough knowledge to help with something that you don't have any experience in. Mm-hmm. Let's go to this part. I kind of want to noodle around with it a bit more. There is a lot of things happening in all of the pieces of reference art that I have. Some a little bit too blurry to work with, so I'm just going to go with this one. Got the little chitinous part, chitinous? Is it chitin or chitin? Which one of the two is it? The hard bits. And don't like that they are the same size, so maybe these ones over here should be a bit wider or bigger. It's quite a large area. Maybe do that a bit more. So it's a bit more stern. Maybe this we can go away. It can go away right now. Can add a little bit of an eye bag. Not too much. Do I though? Do I though? Let's kind of do this. Kind of blend that away. Nope, making a mess. This doesn't feel right, that area though. Let's go back. Don't know what I'm doing by the looks of it. This area I wanted to do, right? And then it immediately didn't work on it. So got those eye bits, which is nice. Yes, that's fine. Got this thing. There's another eye. Kind of feel like she's missing a lot of color as well. So I need to make time today to color her in a bit more. Maybe a little bit of a pose so she isn't as symmetrical as she is right now. Speaking of symmetrical, I don't know what. No, I think that will be fine. It would be even better if the crown was asymmetrical as well. But let's not give myself too much work. Let's thin that out a bit. It's well, thin it out. Feels like it's just a bit too much. There should be something here for sure. I kind of want to have the focus here on the main part, and then it just gradually goes away to the back. So we still want to see something there, but if it's the same amount of detail over here and as over there, then it's very difficult to know where you're looking at, where you need to look. So let's just have a bit of a focus and save us some work as well. I don't know what I'm doing. I thought it would maybe nice if that was separate, but if it just juts out. But I think it would be better if that blends into the character a bit more. Eventually. And this could kind of have, yeah, another pointy shape from over here to over there. The same with what I did with the middle one, just tone it down a bit. All right. It's quite rough now as well, but I think it'll be fine in the end. We have some sort of an indication of what I want to do. You guys already saw this, right? Long time ago, but I'm only seeing this right now. There's I got a lot of triangle shapes and a lot of curves in there. That's visual of nice, but this bit over here is just almost just a straight line, which I don't like. I don't like that. So let's push that in a bit and push that out a bit. Let's kind of push it from this side as well. So that point that we have is outside of the fleshy in-between bit. Kind of fill that area up. I messed up there. That'll be fine. Hmm? Yeah, that's a bit more in the direction that I like. Let's do that bit. I see that there is... oh, that's, you know... This kind of... I kind of want to have the lines going in this direction. Alright? And over here, that's nice. But over here, though... The points that I have on the inner tentacle, that middle tentacle, they kind of just cross these lines over here. So I think it will sweep those back a bit more. Doesn't need to be fully in that direction, but at least they're going in that same direction. It would benefit me quite a lot in the end. Let's make this one a bit smaller. Oh, what's happening there? What's this? Ah, it's part of the tentacles. Okay. Ugh. What a mess. Okay. Now we don't see it. I don't like what I just did, the pushing in over here and the pulling out over there. I don't like that. So let's undo that. And push that in a bit more. Let's go in that direction. Nope. And again, and again, and again. Eventually, though, I will get there. Hmm? Don't like that. Don't like that either. It's a bit better, but still get rid of this. Yeah, that's fine. Undo all of that. Tricky one, isn't it? Well, maybe it isn't, but it is to me, apparently. Struggling with that bit. Okay, I don't want to move that, I don't want to move that. This is good enough. Just clean that up a bit so it's not too wobbly. Get rid of that. Accentuate that. Same with these. Still kind of feels a bit off, so let's keep noodling on it for a little bit longer. Not too long though. At least it's swept back, kind of what I wanted. Still looks a bit odd, but let's keep working on the inner fin. Standard maybe. Yeah, it's better. And let's use the move tool with AccuCurve, so you can make some nice pointy bits right there. What happens when I press clay polish? That's good enough. So you can blend the in-between bits a bit, because now it's a bit of a ridge, and it goes down and it goes up again. Let's see if we can make it go the other way around. So let's undo the clay polish first. Just using the standard brush for now. Turn off AccuCurve. And now move those around again a bit more. Get it back to the shape that we had. Yeah. Okay. That? Oh. Ugh. What did I do there? It looks as if I masked something, I moved it around, but let's get that head back into a head shape. It's a big one, but still. What if I just scale the hair even more so? Oh. And just move it back a bit more, so it's to the head again. It kind of clips with the ears, but I wasn't too satisfied with them. So I might want to reposition them a little bit later anyway. Quite a lot of large tentacles that she has. Yeah, I think that will be alright. Let's make him even a little bit more bigger so there isn't too much space left over. Like that. It'd be great if those were asymmetrical, right? It's not symmetrical anymore. What do you know? There. Now it is. Think her crowny bits can be splayed out open a bit more yet again. But also maybe a bit shorter. Oh yeah, ears. Yeah, okay, let's keep it like that. Let's smooth those out a bit, just for myself. Those ears I didn't like, didn't I? Where's the little skin bit gone? Is this? That's the one. Ah. You know what? Just gonna delete that. Delete. Yes. Let's fix the head as well. Oh, a lot happened there. I did that much together. I think it did. Yeah. All right. weird. Doesn't work like I like it to. You know what? I'm just going to duplicate that. Just like that. Let's put in a sterno clenomastite for myself. Thinner one than that I'm currently making. Needs to be still quite delicate, right? But just as a nice guide on where some other pieces of her torso might be. This kind of goes behind the ear, so kind of over there. But she has a thin neck as well, so it's tricky one. Don't like what I'm doing. So let's just remove that. Okay. Just pick this one. Just merge that with the bottom torso thingy that I've got going on. Yes, merge those together. And just use the standard brush. Turn off the tendrils for now. Just kind of go over there, in this direction. She has 2 pairs of arms, but I don't think I will be making them. That way I also don't have to figure out how that anatomy works. Oh man, time flies. Got about an hour left. Hurry up a little bit more. Time flies, doesn't it? You should have worked on Azshara too, but you've been chilling out. Hey man, you had a lot of... you didn't have a lot of spare time, like you said, so... it's good to not doing anything sometimes. It'll be fine. Sometimes you just need to to relax and recharge. That's all you need to do. I was really amazed with how she looked in that little time that you put in her. So it's especially with that little time that you put into it. You feel empty not working 13 hours a day. Well, get used to it, because that's not the norm. It's yeah, but I get it though. I get it. It doesn't feel productive doing nothing, especially not if it's things that you like doing. But yeah, I've overdone it in the past, so I'm just extra worried. So to not do it again. And if something happened to me, it doesn't necessarily happen that it will happen to you as well. I'm just just wouldn't be nice if it did. Oh yeah, she has those frills in her neck. I forgot about those. Oh, I don't know what happened, but my pure ref turned white all of a sudden. What button combination did I press to do that? Appearance dark, thank you. Your first job, you spent 3 months straight working on a plumbing advert and was completely burned out. Yeah, I can imagine that. It didn't end too well either. Oh man, it's even worse. Let's make a bit more of a chest. It's difficult to make only just a part of a chest, I feel. Let's see. Let's turn those off again. It was in 2021 and it still haunts you. Yeah, I can imagine. I had it as well. Just right before the pandemic, we a bunch of us got fired because of restructure in the studio, and right after that, the pandemic hit. So it was very difficult to find work as well. So you constantly either working on your own projects to pump up your portfolio, or you're working on art tests and things like that, just to get a little bit further into the how do you call it, application competition, it always feels like, right? And yeah, then I had my own things as well, and yeah, apparently it was already burned out when I was doing that, but I didn't know, because it was just the status quo. That's how you work, right? And then even more projects on my own side came with that as well. So it just, yeah, all of a sudden I wasn't able to do anything anymore. Just nothing at all. I wanted to, but at the same time, nothing happened. So it's it's a big hit when it happens. Not a fun one. Yeah, because why would you, right? Why would you make cube? Just delete it, add it again. In the beginning, though, everything was quite fine, but eventually you stay at home for so long that, at least for me, you know, you can easily just skip a day, or, you know, I'll do that tomorrow, and, you know, all of a sudden that tomorrow becomes 3 months later. You still haven't done it. It's it is tedious, but luckily not a problem anymore. It's a blessing and a curse. Yes, exactly. I tend to distract myself quite often. Until there is a strict deadline, like now it needs to be finished. Then I can work. Before that, not too much. Because there's still time, right? There's still time. It's quite easy to do something else, even if it's just things that are useful doing, right? Like emptying the dishwasher, or do this or do that, or yeah, not just distracting yourself with the internet or games, but it's the little things that kind of can add up. Yeah. Feels high. Yeah. Sure. See, I kind of have to hurry up a bit. Gonna scoop some rabbit poop. Well, that needs to be done as well. Have fun. Good luck. Just pet it for us as well. Little rascal. Where should I place that one? Yeah, kind of over here. I think that will be fine. I think a bit thicker on here, on top there, a bit thinner there. That would do nicely. And this is a bit busy now. So I think either shrink that. A bit closer there. And I will have to add the fleshy bit in the middle. There. Also for the ear. Let's not play around with that too much more. Just do the thing that I wanted to. And just fix that later. Yeah, I think this is a bit off, isn't it? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing? Just push that in there. Just hide it and kind of do that. I think that will be fine, he said, with a very big question mark. Yeah, I think that's better. And these can kind of go over there. Nope, cannot. There though. Yeah, that's better. That in short. It's back again. Such a wide head that I gave her. Let's reduced it a bit. I think that's just from all the moving of the tentacles. I didn't pay attention. Hmm? Ugh. Didn't pay attention there. Mm-hmm. These things, they're too bendy. I feel like her neck is way too long as well. So let's see what happens if we just do that. I think that'll be all right. This one. A longer neck does make it more elegant, but I think I pushed it too a bit of a silly degree. These though. Not sure about these. It was, yeah, if you're only just back. Did you pick them up one by one? What did you do? Oh, what's happened there? What did I do? Oh no. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Well, it is what it is. Hello, hello. Yes, I liked working on her last time, so I kept continuing working on her. At least for now. Only got about 20 minutes left. Ooh. Ooh. Usually do a spot clean where I just pick up 90% of it. Yeah. I used to have a pair of rabbits as well, and they just had one corner where they pooped a lot. And it was just easy to clean. We had a bit of a weird bucket, corner-shaped bucket there, and just lift it up, empty it, fill it again. Yeah, sometimes the whole cage needs to be cleaned, right? So it's good. It's good. I am struggling. Just don't know the shapes I make are right or good. It's a lot of guesswork, unfortunately, but sometimes they randomly don't use it. No, today you will poop there. Just out of sheer spite, they will do it. Who knows? Who knows? Oh well, sometimes just the cleaning of the entire cage is kind of nice as well, right? Not actually doing it, but the end result. I want that one, please. You could also put them in a little candy tin and give it to your teacher as licorice. you know, as a peace offering to the teacher. But I don't think you guys have a lot of licorice over there, right? Ah, thank you. What about Sculpt though? Yeah. Right? I think you'll love it as well. Some very quick liney bits in there. Kind of wanted to blend those hard bits with her head, right? So let's do that. That's her head. These are some bits. Yes. Maybe I will just give them a little bit more of a pinch, because it didn't do that. Ugh. Just do a damp standard first. Yeah. Damp standard was a way better choice. Okay. Now we've got these, and we just merged them down. That's good. Yes. And we just make a little note of that. I will go to my gizmo. Merge by union. Really did a weird middle bit. Has multiple subdivision levels. Cannot do it. No, now it doesn't have it anymore. It won't do the weird middle bit. That's good. Oh, because symmetry wasn't turned on. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, now it does the weird middle bit. Yeah, let's just do that without it. It'll be fine. Okay. And now we do a remesh, keep groups. Put it a bit higher than usual. Even higher, by the looks of it. Yeah. To be fair, there's a lot of things happening over here now. Okay. Subdivide. Project history. There. Seems we can blend these things a bit more into each other. I think I need another subdivision. Yeah. Damn. All right. And then I want to make her a little bit more out of center. Just a slight angle to her head. Maybe she can look at the camera, things like that, right? So it's a lot less static than she is right now. Let's fix that with a AccuCurve. Yeah, it's the wrong direction. That's a bit better. And I also kind of want to give her some paint as well, so she isn't as gray as she is right now. Ugh. Stuff is happening there. Oh, you silly bugger bum. Symmetry. Ugh. Ba-bum-bum. Ba-da-dum. Is that necessary? Is it not better if we just go back to over here? When we did that, we projected here, right? No, we didn't. I think it did. Back a bit. Yeah, because symmetry turned on. Yes, it's fine. I wanted to do a bit more time on the eyes, but you know what? Maybe next time. Why not? The corner of the eye doesn't sit well with me. Need to check that for next time. That's not right. It's not right. I think I'm not really too happy with whatever is happening in the torso. But I think we are quite a bit further already. Yeah. color. Let's do that. She is blue or green. A bit more on the purple side. This is a bit of a greenish blue tint. That's the one I see quite a lot. Minute. My shortcut doesn't work anymore. What happened? I had a little shortcut for my colors. Let's load sculpting hotkeys. Nope. Well, in that case, I will see if I can fix that for next time. At least for now. Let's kind of put her over here. Do the things that I wanted to do. And for next one, I think on Tuesday. Why not? And let's go to the one from last time, just as a little look back. How much I actually did. Bloop. Oh, that's the difference. Well, thank you all for staying. And good night. Yeah, see you guys on Tuesday again. I kind of like where I ended up. At least for the time being. But it still needs a bit more. Needs more time. Luckily we have more time. So I will keep working on Tuesday. And I will see you guys